Autumn season has officially started, at least in my head. So I wanted to kick off our autumnal videos with an autumnal A-frame cabin in The Sims 4. So I've actually chosen this lot in Copperdale just because we've got all these beautiful views of the river, stream, there's pine trees everywhere. Autumn has officially started in my game because I've set it to autumn. Of course, if we're building an autumnal cabin, it needs to be autumn. So let's just jump straight into it. I am going to start by just kind of planning out how wide I would like this build to be. Now we need to factor in the sides of the build, of course. And then also, because I don't think I want to make this a 2-story A-frame house, I'm thinking that that's probably just the right sort of size. I don't want it to be too big. I kind of want this to be like a weekend getaway sort of build for maybe couples, not necessarily children. That's just my first thought. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna drag this just like this. We're gonna have a really nice sort of seating area just out front here as well. I'm thinking I might sort of stretch it to that. Now we need to work on our roofing. So we're going to grab this half gabled roof and we're going to turn it so it's like this. Now we need to pull it back for this particular build, and I am going to tuck in both sides, I think, just at this stage, just to see what we're working with. Now I'm going to take our gabled roof and I'm going to pop this down here just like this, take it all the way across, pinch these sides in, and then this is what we're currently working with. Obviously, as you can see, the sides are not matching up at this moment in time. So we need to make sure that the sides match up, of course. So this is going to take some finagling. I do find with A-frame houses, they are a little bit finicky and they do take just a little bit of time to get right. But that's pretty much it. I mean, to be fair, when I've done these in the past, this has taken quite a bit longer. So I'm actually quite pleased with that. We're going to copy and paste that one there. And that's the house. That is the house just there. Now I'm going to lift everything up and pop it on a foundation because I want this to be I want it to be raised up because we're going to obviously try and replicate some of the landscaping just surrounding the house as well so that it can try and blend in really nicely. I don't want any of the landscaping to be particularly manicured or anything like that. So that's the reason for me doing that. I think just for now, I'm going to use these seasons stairs so we can pop them just there. Now I am thinking as well that we possibly need a little bump out just on this side. I'm thinking maybe for the bathroom more than anything else, to be completely honest. So I am going to pop this just here. I think if we take a look inside, that's possibly a little bit big. So if I just tuck it in ever so slightly, pop the walls up, and then we can delete these where necessary. That's really nice because then when you're inside it, really all you're getting here is this really thin line from the roof. So for me, that doesn't bother me at all. I'm hoping it doesn't bother any of you. But that's what we're working with so far. I'm actually really liking this. And I know we've only just started, but still. I'm going to take the half gabled roof and I'm going to pop it on this side here. I think where this build's going to come to life is in all the details, to be completely honest. That's where this build is sort of going to start to really come to life. So from the reference images that I've just seen casually, just sort of floating around on Pinterest, just for the record, I'm not working from a reference image for this build, which is quite unusual for me, to be completely honest. If you are new to the channel, I always tend to work from a reference image. I'm not in this case. Look, clearly I feel like living on the edge today. So I'm just gonna try different roof trims here. I think I want to bring these out just ever so slightly. Oh, hello. There, just like that. Can you see? Oh, I love A-frame houses so much. Can you see how we've got like a little line going on here? Obviously, we don't really want that. We want that to be as seamless as possible. So I'm going to try and just have a little fiddle around with this. That's pretty much, I think, is that pretty spot on? Or do we need to sort of higher the pitch of this ever so slightly to make it a little bit more seamless? Like, it's really seamless here, but there's still a line, which is a little bit annoying. Not ideal, so we're just going to have to try and finagle this as best we can. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to delete that. We're going to copy and paste this again so that both sides match. Lovely, perfect. Now, what I would really like to do is I'd like to put this house, at least the main part of it, on some stilts here. So I'm thinking just these ones would be fine, to be honest. But I wouldn't mind having this as maybe this, like, you know, so like it looks like that's been built as like a separate entity almost. Now, one thing I have noticed with A-frame houses, at least the ones that I've seen, I'm just going to pop the grid on here. I don't know how, oh, here we are. They've got like a little balcony just up top. So I wouldn't mind trying to replicate that here. Yeah, we'll put that down provisionally at least. Now we need to try and work out some wall patterns. So I know that Horse Ranch came with some really, really nice cabin style. Yes, timber, this one here. This is really nice. I am partial to this. I think that could work with the black roof as well. We do, of course, have the lighter brown too. Ooh, maybe the lighter brown's the way to go, actually. Excuse me, I don't want that. Oh no, why is that doing that? That's so weird. We might have to cover that up with some landscaping or something like that. But we're fine. It's all good. I'm actually quite partial to that one there. Now, speaking of Horse Ranch, I wouldn't mind as well sticking with a door from Horse Ranch as well. We've got this one here, which I do quite like, to be fair. Let's just have, I mean, that one matches. Oh, hello. Is it that one that matches, or is it that? It must be this one, right? Well, that's one we're going to go with. I think that looks really, really good. Yes. Now we need some windows up here because obviously we're not doing a second story for this house, or this cabin, sorry. So I think that could be a really good shout. Are those matching? Or do those match? I think those probably match a little bit better. And then we could use these just on either side of the door here, look. And we could shimmy them over just as close as they can get. That could be kind of nice. Does that mean we can also fit another window in here? Ooh, I think it might. Okay. I'm kind of feeling that. That's nice. Let's just go back to Horse Ranch because for some reason that always ticks us off. Oh, is that a bit much? Just up there. Yeah, it is kind of clipping in, but if we do this and then shimmy this down, that might be better. Okay, I don't mind that. And then we need to take this here and just see what we're looking like. See, that really annoys me. So we're going to have to do something like this and then just delete these bits. So it's kind of creating like a faux balcony, even though your Sims can't use it, obviously, because the upper floor's off limits anyway. But it's just a window there. I just think it helps add a little bit more detailing there as well, because obviously with A-frame houses, I do feel like they can look quite simple, and that's not necessarily what I want for this particular house, but I think we're looking pretty good so far. So I would like a big chimney here. So let's have a look and see what's available to us here. Now, I think like this could be kind of cool. Ooh, that's nice, but I would like to size it up with tool mod just a little bit. So if we go 1.4 maybe. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah. I kind of like that, actually. That could be a good one. Let me just pop back inside again, because this is going to be the bathroom. Is that looking just a little bit big? You know, is that looking just a smidge big? Yeah, it was. It was looking a little bit odd, that. So now this is what we currently have. We need to work out windows just over here. So I'm thinking, I don't think these windows are quite the right color. Is it just me? Would the darker one be better? Like this one here, do we think? Like more of the darker brown. Oh yeah, that is better. Darker brown. Yes, I do prefer that. And then we need to match the fence up as well. So where's the darker brown? It's that one there, right? Yes, that's looking good. That's looking pretty good so far. I am going to just smush these windows together just like at the front so they match up just a little bit better. Or should we have, this is going to be the bathroom though, so maybe just 2 windows would be fine. Maybe that would be okay. I mean, to be fair, I don't necessarily mind that base. In fact, to be fair, that looks a little bit better. Okay, I'm not mad about that, so I'm not going to change it because I'm not mad about it. Right, let's stick with Horse Ranch again. And what if we did the wooden flooring just here too? Oh yeah, that really gives it a good cabin feel. Oh, I am dreaming for a patch where they allow us to change the underside of these, because I just am. Like, that would be so good. I'm going to shimmy these over just ever so slightly as well, because I've just noticed that on the other side they are poking through just a little bit and it's a bit annoying. So that's them done. Okay, perfect. I'm going to have a nice little seating area out here as well. Let's get some stair railings on our stairs here too. Horse Ranch, darker brown there. Did Horse Ranch come with any stairs? Because if it did, I think it would be good to match them up. But I'm not convinced. Let me just filter by Horse Ranch just in case. Oh, they did. Okay, I think that's probably better, just so everything matches, you know. But that's the exterior. I think like the overall shape pretty much done. I'm quite happy with this, actually. I do. I like it. What I might start doing now is I might start adding some landscaping pieces. Like, look at this tree from Horse Ranch. This is so unbelievably perfect. Look at the colour of it and everything. And it does kind of fit in with Copperdale as well. So that's nice. Okay, I want to shimmy that over just a little bit. Okay. And then we've got this tree. Oh, I like this as well. I want it to look really rustic and just, like I said, not necessarily unkempt, but I don't want it to be like super polished either, you know? So let me just filter by, not debug, live edit. Just to see if we've got any, like, oh my goodness, is that kind of perfect? Why do I like that? Why would that be there? I don't really know, but I like it. And what would it be? No, it wouldn't be any of these, I don't think. No, let's stick with the green. We do have more. Oh my goodness, look at this tree. That is so nice. We could even do that and then shimmy this one back. Make sure that's not clipping. No, we're good. That tree is so nice. And then we've got, oh, look at all this foliage. How stunning. Like I said, I want this to be more of like a getaway cabin rather than, I mean, the Sims could live here if they wanted to, I suppose, but I want it to be more of a getaway sort of cabin. Do we want that there or not? I don't know. I can't tell if I want that there or not. No, probably not. It doesn't make the most sense, does it? Really, let's be honest. Oh, this grass is good. Yes, we'll definitely be using some of this grass. Oh, that works so well. Yes. Just kind of have it like all along here. Like I said, I don't want it to be manicured or anywhere near close to being manicured. So that definitely helps with the vibes. Is that truck ruining the vibe? I feel like that truck was ruining the vibe just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's okay. Oh, we've got these as well. Oh, hold on. Is that the one we're using? Yes. Oh no, we don't want that there because that's where your Sims are going to enter. Honestly, I'm always excited for autumn and Halloween, etc. But I'm telling you now, I don't know. I feel like this year I'm really going for it. Like, I decorated our house and it looks so good. I can't even begin to describe how good it looks. I'm obsessed with it. Anyway, so maybe we could put this back here. What else? We definitely need some more landscaping. Like, for sure, we need to sort out the area here, like the decking area here. We need to make sure all the windows are placed, etc., etc. So there's still quite a bit of work to do, but we're definitely, I think, heading in the right direction. I feel like we definitely have some of these little, I call these pine trees. I don't know if that's the right term for these, but I call them pine trees. I really like them as well. I think they're really, really cute. Oh, in fact, do I prefer that one? It's a little bit more plain. It's just to help cover up. Can you see where like the roof ends and then like the little, what do you call this, fence? There's a bit of a clipping issue. So I'm trying to hide that with this. I hope that's not coming across. It maybe is. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, look at the purple. Could we have pops of purple out here? Would that be so bad? I don't think so. We definitely need to take some more of this like round the back here and just make sure that everything is carried through, everything is working. I'm not the best at landscaping. I'm going to be completely real right now, but I try. I do try my very best. And it is one thing that I quite like to do. Every now and again I'm like, oh, I'm getting a bit bored with this. But most of the time I'm okay. Most of the time I am okay. I want these little purple flowers. I do quite like these, I must say. These are nice. Just add a little bit of, they add a little bit of something, I think, to the build. And I always think that purple goes really well with like Halloween and autumn and things like that. I don't know if that's just a me thing or not, but I always feel like it just goes really, really well. Like orange and purple look so good together. And then when you throw in green too, it's like, yes, I love it. I love it so much. And that's looking really cute at the back even actually. So while we're looking at the back, let me just filter by horse ranch again and then go back to windows because we need to work out what sort of windows we would like at the back here. Now, which ones do we have? We've got like the dark brown, right? Is that this one? Yes. Do we just want a couple of these? Or about that and then that just at the back? That does work there like that. Okay. I don't mind that. Which one do we have at the front? Oh, it's this one here. Oh, maybe we don't do that at the back. Maybe just like that's enough. And then we need to obviously make sure that all of this is seamless as well. So I don't want like these trees just sort of stranded in the middle of nowhere, you know? They've got to be able to blend in with the already existing landscaping that we've got going on here. Of course, I don't want anything to look out of place or anything like that. And I'm really surprised that Horse Ranch landscaping debug has come in handy for this particular build. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I'm definitely surprised. I do. I love the way these flowers are purple in the autumn. I'm going to keep going on about it, I know, but I really like it. It's so nice. So, and then if we just make one a little bit smaller just there. Cute. We could add some more stuff if necessary, but I think this is a really, really good start. I'm thinking we could add some tall grass sort of behind here, and then I could size that down and put that there maybe. And then I do feel like we could do with one of these just here. One thing I would like to add is, I think it was last year we got was it a base game update, or was it like an event where we got this, and there's an autumn one and it has like little pumpkins on it. Oh, I think there's another autumn one with trees. Like, look how cute this is. That's getting added there for sure. That looks so good. Oh, do we want the pumpkins actually? Let's try and work out the seating area. I think that would be a good idea. So just round here. So I'm going to add a fire pit. Which one? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, we could also put like a cooler out here. Maybe just there. That might be nice. Fire pit. Let's see here. We've got this one from Horse Ranch, but I feel like you wouldn't have that on there because it's just basically rocks, but you would have this one. That's nice. Change that to white. And I know this is going to seem weird, and people are probably going to come at me in the comments for this, but I'm going to put a rug under here. It's going to look like an outdoor rug, okay? Before anyone comes at me, it's kind of gonna look like an outdoor rug-ish. Doesn't really look like an outdoor rug, does it? But it does look nice though. Just change the orientation slightly, like that look. That looks so cozy and nice. And then also we could have, I don't know, I think we need some pumpkins. So let's go to, I know Cottage Living came with some really nice, I think they're in debug, if I'm not mistaken, came with some really nice pumpkins. So I was thinking maybe, just maybe, we could pop some just out here, and then we could have like a green one just behind them. So we've got some little pumpkins outside too. Oh, that's really cute. We also need some lights. I'm thinking of the ones from, I think they're from Toddler Stuff. But look at these ones are these from Life and Death? Ooh! Do we want to go for them? Do you know what? I actually quite like those. Why do I like those? Wait, hold on. Where are the ones from Toddler Stuff? Are they from Toddler Stuff? I feel like they are. Let me just filter by Toddler. Oh God, when did this come out? Toddler. These ones. But I don't like the fact that we can't change this. I mean, we can, but it turns them pink or blue. And I want that. So maybe the Life and Death ones are the way to go. Okay, I think the exterior might be done now, which means we can move on to the interior here. Now, we've already decided that this is going to be the bathroom, which makes things a little bit simpler when it comes to laying out the floor plan. But then I'm thinking that this could be the bedroom here, which means this is going to be the living and kitchen space. Let me just have a quick look at sizing wise for this particular room, because obviously we want to be able to fit a double bed. So yeah, we can't really make it much smaller than that, can we? Because yeah, okay, that's perfect. To be fair, that's fine. I wouldn't mind some like rustic looking doors. I do like the ones that we got with seasons, so these could be a really good option. And just put them there like that. I really don't mind the fact that this is exposed on the inside, because I do think that's quite realistic for a build like this. So I think we're going to keep that as it is, and then we're just going to pop some lights down so that we can see what we're doing here, just like that. Okay, so kitchen living area is going to be open plan, which I think for like a build like this would be relatively realistic, which is great. So in terms of flooring, would we just carry on this flooring from the outside? That's the question, isn't it? Because I think is that quite dark? Or would we go a bit lighter on the inside? We'd maybe go a little bit lighter. Can we change that? Oh, we can change it if we wanted to. Okay, well that's worth knowing for sure. The windows are going to look a little bit strange, but oh well, it's fine. It's not a problem. I feel like maybe the kitchen would be in the back here. At least that's what I think. So let's try and create some sort of like rustic looking kitchen. I don't mind that, but would we go darker, do we think? So maybe like that. We could put the fridge there, to be fair. We'd maybe go for something like that from Cottage Living, but in a darker swatch. We need a cooker just here. So again, I think maybe the one from Cottage Living could be good here. Like, I don't want it to look like necessarily a rundown cabin. I still want the cabin to look, you know, like nice. Does that make sense? And then we're going to put like a little dining table maybe over here. Actually, that could be a good idea. Let's just have a look. I do like this one from For Rent. I do like that. So I think that could be a contender for sure. And then what about like these little wicker chairs? I think they're from Laundry Day randomly. So that's a nice use of the space. A little rug just here as well. I've got that, but I'm thinking maybe that would work better in the living room if we were going to use it anywhere. It'd probably be in the living room. So I'm just going to pop that there for now. But I've got this one. I don't mind that necessarily, but is it the right vibe? I don't know. I didn't think the interior was going to be as difficult as it has been so far. I might be being a little bit unfair there. Ooh, that's a nice one. That could be a good option. I like that. Okay, so now we need to pick our cabinets. So I think we're just going to go for these ones from Horse Ranch because they fit the bill. They really do fit the bill. Obviously, it's a matching set, so of course they're going to fit the bill. I don't like this yellow. Maybe we'll make it green. I don't mind that, actually. The green could be really nice. Okay, so for like an extractor, oh, we could go that. Oh, yeah, I like that. Sink, we need a sink. We need a sink in here. And then we can clutter up this one, but leave this one free. Obviously, so that your Sims can actually cook here. So let's have a look and see what sort of clutter we've got for this kitchen. I think some plants in here would be good. We definitely need to put a bin here as well. That would be a really good idea. Let's see. I'm looking for something specific. Oh, I mean, I am partial to this. This is honestly the cutest flower we've had in a long time. I so enjoy that. It's so cute. I can't cope with it. I just love it so much. That might have to be it for the kitchen clutter. But we can add a little towel just above here so that your Sims can wipe their hands down after they've finished using the sink. Obviously, Sims don't actually do that, but I tend to add a little towel near most of my sinks, not all of them, but near most of them. So I'm going to do the same thing here. So maybe just something like this. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, I don't mind this so far. Oh, bin, before I forget, bin. We need, I'm thinking this one. This one could be good. This is a nice little cabin for you Sims to just come and just get away from the hustle and bustle of just whatever, really. You know, if they live in the city or anything like that, I think this is going to be a really, really nice place for them to just escape to and just enjoy some time out in the quiet, especially autumn time. Can you imagine like toasting marshmallows outside on that deck, on that fire? Just so much yes. So that's the whole point of this build. It's definitely more of like a getaway cabin for sure. And then in terms of artwork for cabins, I always feel like I struggle just a little bit, but maybe this from Werewolves could be a good option. I like this actually. Not really with the gold accent because that doesn't really go with what we've got going on. But let's just go for the default swatch. Well, that's the kitchen. Do we need a fire alarm though? I feel like we maybe need a fire alarm here. just in case your Sims get into some sort of trouble. We don't want that. So that might be the little kitchen area done. I don't want to overwhelm the space with anything, so that could be a good option. I think this is a good place to have a fire. I think I don't want anything that big. That is a chunky fire. That's perfect. It definitely fits with the vibe, but is it a bit too big for the space? I don't know. I don't want the space to feel overwhelmed by a fire. Like maybe we make it 0.85, you know, so it's not as large. And then here comes the challenging part, trying to find a swatch that actually fits. Let's see. No, I think it's gonna have to be that one, which it's fine. It's not a problem. And then I was thinking of putting like a sofa here and a sofa here just to kind of try and separate the space a little bit. So in terms of sofas, I think, I don't know, I like that one. I think that came from the Book Nook kit. That's nice, but is it a bit too... I like the blue. Ooh, that could be an option. And then like shimmy that back. I don't mind them necessarily. It's quite cramped in here, but that's the whole point of a build like this, isn't it? That is the whole point. You do like, it's not going to be super spacious. Let's be honest here. It's not going to be. Would you have a teeny tiny coffee table, or no? Like would you just not have one here? Would you have like that? That's from Tiny Living, and I do like that a lot. Like I think maybe that could be a contender here. I feel like I want a plant just on this table, but I want it to be like quite a rustic looking plant. Like that's nice. It just adds a bit more sort of brightness and greenery to the space. That could definitely be a good option. And then I don't really want to add too much more to this space, to be completely honest. I really don't. So let's just see. I mean, if we put bookcases behind here, I think that could make the space look quite cramped. But let's just see. Let's see what happens when we change the swatch. Oh, actually, I like that. Now, these bookcases are not going to be usable, just for full transparency. So I'm going to add a stack of books, probably here, so your Sims can actually grab a book. I like the way they look. I think they look really rustic and really nice. But like I said, they're not going to be functional, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Can we put this tiny plant there? Oh, we can. So I think I might put our little stack of books. Where are the books that I'm thinking of? I'm sure they're from base game. Like, it's a really, really tiny pile of books, and your Sims can actually take books from them now. I'm pretty sure. It's these ones here. So I was thinking, like, maybe if I put a little stack of books just there, your Sims can grab a book if they want to, you know? Yeah. Oh, no. I know what we need. I know what we need there. We need the fire poker things, and I'm sure they're in misc decorations, just like completely randomly. I'm sure it's in here. Oh, we need this too. Oh, it's massive. Like, can we put that there instead, do we think? Oh, look, your Sims can grab a little blanket. Oh, yeah, let's face it that way, actually. That makes more sense. Perfect. Right, let's see. I wouldn't mind adding this, you know, but I know I'm going to have to size it down and just put it here. Like, that is such a vibe. That's its default size. I'm just thinking, is that a little bit big? Maybe not, actually. That sort of works. Is that the main living space done? I think it could be. Right, let's move on to the bedroom. And then we'll move on to the bathroom. So for the bedroom, I'd like to continue this sort of browny, creamy, greeny colour scheme that we've got going on here. And this, I'm going to be honest, this is one of my favourite beds at the moment. This is from Businesses and Hobbies. I seem to be gravitating towards it quite a lot in a lot of my recent videos. So let's crack on. Let's just do it. So is this the right... Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is going to be the bedroom. I want this to be a relatively simple but cozy space. You know, I don't want it to be too overwhelming or anything like that. So we do have these curtains here. So I'm thinking I might just put them like that. I do. I like how that looks. And then in terms of the bedside tables, I do like these ones. I am partial to these ones. Which pack are these from? I think these are from For Rent, but I really, really, really like them. Then we need like a nice cozy rug. I am thinking of this one from the Book Nook kit, I believe. I'm going to size it up with tulle. It looks really soft and plushy like, and just, that is definitely a rug that I would have in my own house in real life. It's so nice. I've just realised we haven't put any candles anywhere. That's a bit of a crime, especially for me. Oh my goodness. Hold on, we need to rectify this. Can I squeeze a candle in here? What if I put it here? Or like there? I hope your Sims can still prepare food. Yeah, they can. They definitely can, because that's part of that. Okay, back to the bedroom. Let's see what we've got here. Like, I would add something like this, but this is more of like a rental property, so I don't think that's really appropriate. So let's see what else we can add. I mean, that could be an option. That's kind of nice. We could definitely go for that. We could add like a lantern next to the bedside table too. Like, there's this one from Jungle Adventure, which is quite nice. So that might be nice. And then we could, on the other side, we could add a plant of some sort. Like, that one's adding a nice vibe. But again, might just scale it up ever so slightly. And then, let's have a look. Change it to that colour. Okay, nice. Like I said, I don't want to go too silly with this room. You know, I want to keep things relatively simple. I'm going to add this wardrobe here. I think that's nice. We definitely need a standing mirror, and this one from Horse Ranch is just going to fit the vibe really, really well. That's nice there. I wouldn't mind a plant of some description. Obviously, like, you know, this is one of my builds. There are going to be plants everywhere. That's just a given with one of my builds. So that's nice. Hopefully that won't stop your Sims from entering. I don't see why it should. In theory, it shouldn't, but you just never know. I think it'll be absolutely fine. Anyway, let's add the clock from Cottage Living is the one I'm thinking of, I think. Yeah, this one here. Could just put that there as well. Again, just a super simple sort of... Oh, in fact, to be fair, no. That needs to go there. Like that's just made for that space. And then we can put something else over here. What? I'm not entirely. We could put like a fire. Like a fire like this, look. Hopefully that won't stop your Sim's ability to get into the bed. I'm going to have to test that before I upload this, but I like the idea of having a fire in the bedroom as well. I just, yeah, I do like that. Let me just make sure we don't have anything else. Oh, we've got this. And this is one of my favorite swatches, but I might just size it down and then pop it here. Okay, cute. I like that for the bedroom. Okay, yeah, that's good. And then we've got the one and only bathroom. So I think we might just stick with the same siding, but I might go tile in here, or I might even go stone, like this sort of stone, because that to me just screams cabin. I don't really know why, but I really, really like it. And then because this is like more of like a, not fancy cabin, but I suppose it's kind of fancy, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we could go with this, and then I like this toilet as well. So I'm going to use this one here, but change the swatch maybe to a black one to match the trim on the shower bath combination there. And then I'm thinking of doing this for the sink area. I just think this is going to look hopefully really nice, but I might change this one out for this one here. Do they match? Or is that matched? I feel like they match, right? I'm going to have to like shimmy them over, I think, just to make them actually align. Which is fine. We need a nice big mirror here. I love this one from Seasons. It's one of my go-tos. I think it's really nice. I might change the colour to that swatch just so we can try and match in the shower bath combination there. I might take two of these lights as well and pop them on either side just to put some continuity into here. And then we need a nice rug in here. I know, right? Who saw that one coming? Let me size this up. That's a little bit too big. Like that could be nice. We need some, oh yeah, this from Horse Ranch is good as well. That definitely fits the bowl. Do we need to add some pumpkins in here or not? Because it's like an autumnal getaway. I mean, we've got that, and we've got like some little autumn sort of hints in here. Maybe we don't need to add that much. You know, like maybe we just don't. Let me just go to decorations and then clutter and just see what we've got here for the bathroom. Let's see. What have we got? I mean, we've got this. I do like this. That's like a little picture frame. Let me go to bathroom clutter. Pretty sure we've got bathroom clutter, right? Where are we? Bathroom clutter. There we go. Just see what else we've got to pop on here. Don't want to go too silly with the clutter because, again, this is supposed to be like a rental property as opposed to anything else. So I just think a few pieces here and there would be good. So like a little soap, and then maybe some of this just on the side as well. That looks really nice. We need some towels on the wall for sure so that your Sims can actually dry their hands when they're done in the bathroom. They look nice. And then maybe just a rub just up here. Cute. Okay, we need a toilet roll holder because you know I'm not forgetting a toilet roll holder in this build. It's not happening. And then I think I might put a plant above here or something similar. Maybe. Like we could have... I don't think that would stop your Sim's ability to use the bathroom. If it does, there's something seriously wrong. Have we finished our little autumnal A-frame house? I think we have. Okay. I've really enjoyed building this, by the way. This has been so fun. Okay, so let's have a little tour. This is the outside. There's not much going on here, to be honest. I need to put some terrain under there. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but like I said, this is supposed to be more of like a getaway sort of cabin rather than a place where your Sims would actually live and sort of... Yeah, that was the whole idea of this house. But anyway, so this is the outside. There's really not much to show. We've got like some pumpkins outside. We've got our little seating area with the fire pit. Should we add a barbecue? I think a barbecue would be a really good idea. I'm thinking of adding this one. Oh, that's perfect. It fits with the vibes as well. Okay, let's put that there. Okay, we've got a barbecue as well now, which is great. We've got like some really cute hanging lights here as well. These are from Life and Death. I think they look really nice. And then if we move on to the interior, we've got our little seating area literally as soon as you walk into the property. But it's fine. It's supposed to be like a small cramped space. So that's the living room. We've got our little kitchen area here as well, which is really nice. We've got our little dining table. We've got the full bathroom here, which is great. And then we've got the one and only bedroom. So I think this could be, like I said, a really, really nice place for your Sims to just come and enjoy their weekend or a week or whatever, really. So that is our little autumnal A-frame cottage build, whatever you want to call it, done. I really hope you enjoyed this. As always, it will be available to download from the gallery under my origin ID, which is RachelPedd, and tray files will be listed just in the description box down below from SimFileShare. But I really hope you enjoyed this, everyone. You all take care, and I will see you all again for our next video. Bye.